The Yankees absolutely embarrassed the Giants to start the season, sweeping them and holding them to just one run in the entire season. Can that continue tonight? Can the Yankees stay undefeated? And can Boston bounce back from a disappointing opening series loss to the Reds? Well, we're going to get into that and a whole lot more with today's deep dive. Free picks for Monday. I like to jump right into the action. And as we do, if you like Wager Talk, go ahead and like that video for us. Hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. 240,000 subscribers and counting. If you are not already part of our family, we'd love you to be. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's take a peek at the Red Sox and Astros to get things started. Now, after losing their opening series, like I mentioned, in Cincinnati, with plenty of chances on both Saturday and Sunday, the Red Sox head to Houston tonight to face an Astros team that is swinging the bats very well. Now, I'm higher on the Red Sox than most this season. They have a very strong starting rotation. It is elite, which today's starter, Ranger Suarez, is certainly a part of. And a good core group of young and talented hitters. Take Willie Abreu in particular has been fantastic. He homered with 2 outs in the ninth inning on Saturday to send the game into extra innings. And then on Sunday, he homered again, hit a double off the wall, and a hard single into center field. Abreu swinging the bat as well as anyone right now. And we all know that he was a huge part in Venezuela winning the World Baseball Classic. So that has carried over. Now he just needs some help from the surrounding guys. But the Red Sox shouldn't need too much help because Ranger Suarez is on the mound. Let me tell you a little bit about Suarez because he had fantastic metrics in 2025. He ranked in the 98th percentile with a hard hit percentage of 31.1, well below league average, a barrel rate sitting at just 5.5%. He doesn't walk many batters. He has a sinker change cutter combo that keeps opposing lineups off balance. His off speed stuff is what he really works with, and he stays low in the zone and has had a lot of success with that. And he's done a great job at limiting hard contact from the opponents. That's extremely important here against a Houston team that has scored 20 runs over their past two games against the Angels, both wins, but they'll be sending Lance McCullers Jr. to the mound. And that's key here because McCullers had an ERA of 6.51 a season ago, and his metrics were horrible. A WOBA of 376, a hard hit rate at 50%. That's in the first percentile, meaning no one's worse. His chase rate was in the first percentile as well. Like, you run down his advanced analytics, his metrics, and they are in the tank. They are really, really bad. So, like yesterday, when Star Connolly Early hadn't allowed a run through five, he was ultimately charged with one, but it was the reliever that gave that up. Boston was up through five. Early hadn't allowed a run. This is a similar situation with Ranger Suarez taking the mound. Another strong pitcher. We're fading McCullers and his horrible pitching from a year ago. How well could that possibly be corrected? I am going to recommend the Red Sox in the first five. You can get a decent price with that. So that'll be my recommendation for our first game. Red Sox, first 5 innings. Now, I've been on fire to start the MLB season. I'm 5-1 with my client picks this year in MLB. We've absolutely been rocking it, and you know that I have another best bet locked, loaded, and ready to cash today over on the site. All you have to do to get it is go to wt.buzz/JA. That'll pull up my page, and there's all kinds of options for you to choose from there. You can get a single game package. We have a fantastic special going right now where you buy 3 days, you get an additional 3 days free. I have a lot of clients that are buying long-term subscriptions this baseball season, which is a great idea because that's your best value. You save the most money that way, but whatever best suits your needs, whatever you want, I've got you covered. So to get my best bets and my top rated selections every day, just head on over to wt.buzz/JA. Once again, 5-1 MLB this season and 9-2 MLB run dating back to 2025. So join our team. That's all I'm saying. All right. Second game up is going to be the Yankees heading to Seattle to take on the Mariners. So the Yankees had a day off yesterday. Remember, they opened the season, then had a day off, and it's just kind of a weird schedule to open up for the Bronx Bombers. But 3-0 on the season. It's all sunshine and rainbows in the Bronx, right? Everyone's happy. But let's not overreact to a very small sample size in the early season. The Giants scored just one run in that series as the Tony Vitello era is not off to a good start. Vitello, the new manager for the Giants, he won the College World Series with Tennessee, and Buster Posey brought him in. So we'll see how that goes. But Vitello not sleeping well at night right now. And it's not like New York was lighting up the scoreboard in this series. They scored 3 runs in each of the last 2 games, and that was plenty. Aaron Judge has a couple of home runs, but he has a lot of strikeouts. He's struck out in the majority of his plate appearances this season. He's going to get his every once in a while. That's why he's the reigning MVP. And the Yankees are going to throw Ryan Weathers. And now there's mixed opinions on Weathers and his projections for this season, 2026. Obviously, he's just holding a spot in the rotation until guys like Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Schmidt can come back and enter. So he'll be bumped, but they're going to start him in the meantime until those guys can get healthy. Weathers has a very unique delivery. If you haven't watched him pitch, he's a southpaw and kind of throws from the side. Hard ball to pick up. He has a high velocity fastball, but he was hit very hard last year despite not playing much. And then we have Luis Castillo throwing for Seattle, a proven veteran who admittedly isn't what he used to be, of course, but knows how to work around hitters with a solid arsenal. His 3.54 ERA came in at 21st in the league last season. He mixes up his pitches at this stage in his career. He's not just blowing guys away anymore, but he's adapted really well to that. Like I mentioned, his ERA was 21st in the league, so he's done a good job adjusting. And I am higher on Seattle than I have been in as long as I can remember because the Mariners finally have players in their lineup that can actually hit. The Seattle game is actually in progress as this is recorded, but they had scored 5 runs in each of their previous 2 games prior to Sunday, and we'll see what happens in the Sunday nighter. But Seattle also had a very good bullpen a season ago, and we know all about the struggles from New York's back end, right? So I'm going to recommend the Seattle Mariners as they take game 1 of this series against the Yankees, give them their first loss of the season. Remember to head to wt.buzz/JA and grab my best bet for tonight as we build on our 5-1 MLB start to the season. Like this video, subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will be out with MLB free picks videos all season long. So until next time, good luck with your bets and happy gambling.